My name is Daniel Sanchez. I'm a retired Air Force Master Sergeant. I served 14 years overseas, served in Vietnam, military advisor. From Vietnam, I didn't come home. From Vietnam, I went straight to Utapao, Thailand to support Operation Linebacker 2. That was the heavy bombing of North Vietnam. I remember when I was in Vietnam, I was to see the B-52s flying over. Now here I was at Utapao, Thailand, where the planes are taking off from. But I enjoyed the military, but it was good. It was an experience. And would I do it again? Yes.
In 1975, while stationed in Spain, retired Master Sergeant Daniel Sanchez was introduced to what some consider the hobby of kings, collecting stamps.
The hobby of stamp collecting was in 1975 when we were stationed at Torrejon Air Base, Spain. And there was an art show, hobby fair. And me and my wife and my two daughters went to it, and I seen some stamps and just looking at them, and there were coins right next to the stamps, and I had a coin collection when I was a kid, and I didn't really see the beauty into the collection of coins, but when I seen the stamp, I started, and I remember the stamps when I was younger, when I was writing letters back and forth, and I really started looking at them, that all the stamps are completely different, and they have a lot of history in the stamps. When I first started, I had no idea where it would take me. I started collecting them, and once I came back from Spain and got stationed in Arizona, we were in Arizona for a short time, then I went back overseas to Alaska. And there's where I really got into the different ways of collecting, the different books that they had. I started seeing the catalogs, and there I was at a stamp dealer where I can actually buy. And I started going once a month, buying little by little. Sometimes they had, good sales, a bundle of brand new stamps for a good price, and I was young, didn't know what I was really doing, but I was learning.
Sanchez sees the historical and cultural value of stamps.
What inspired me is the beauty of the stamp, and then the different people, the different cultures, the history that's on these stamps. We have the United States collection. I have United States, the Latinos that are on stamps, the African Americans that are on stamps. I have the Native Americans that are on stamps, and they're all separate collections. They're all United States, but they're in 5 different books. I also have a set of United States of just women. And it's amazing how much history there are on these stamps. If a person sits down and just read about the person that's on that stamp. That's why I found out a lot of the history about Latinos is reading. There were 3 stamps issued for the Pony Express writers. A lot of the history of the Hispanics that are on stamps. All the music entertainers, there's a lot of music entertainers. Salinas on the stamp, Tito Puentes, Carmen Miranda, Cecilia Cruz, politicians, Dennis Chavez is on a stamp. It's telling me that this is our history, this is where our forefathers came from with their reasons of doing certain things in their lifetime. And they're being recognized on stamps, and stamps has a lot of history behind them. Not just the people, but our cultures on there. The Cinco de Mayo is on a stamp. Mendes versus Westminster is on a stamp. So there's not just individuals on a stamp, but our culture is on a stamp. The Cinco de Mayo is on a stamp. So our history is on stamps, not just why is this person on the stamp, but Selena, her history, her background, starting as a singer from a little girl to where she became famed, and she was recognized on a stamp. That Hispanic stamp is the remembrance of Latinos of all the 5 branches of the military: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard. And on that stamp are all 5 branches of the military, including women, and they're all Latinos. In the back of the stamp is a little boy and a little girl, which will be the future military leaders that are yet to come. Our culture, Latinos have been in the military from the beginning. Before the Civil War, Latinos have been fighting for our country. It doesn't matter what war we look into, Latinos have been involved in every war.